Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Yeah, so adjustment, sorry. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to another installment of Brick Wall Anime. Yes, so it's me tonight, Sam Malone, solo dolo, as always, for the Tuesday installment. Every other Tuesday, catch me alone. But anyway, yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Tonight's anime is going to be Tower of God. Please remember to subscribe, subscribe, share, whichever order you want to do it in. Thank you for the people who have been subscribing, liking, viewing. We thank you for your contributions. But anyway, yeah, so tonight's anime will be, like I mentioned, Tower of God. And you know what? At first, when I saw this anime, I didn't know if I was really interested in it. Like, I'm gonna say it didn't catch my attention. It's not something I probably would have watched, like just based off of how the anime looks. Like, I don't think I would have watched it. Like, I wasn't really too interested in the physical appearance of it. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. So after I got over it, I was like, oh damn, yeah, yeah, this is a good one. So you know how I do. I watched this thing a couple of times. Yeah, I mean on purpose, but then not on purpose. But then again, on purpose because I told myself that I would actually watch this again. But anyway, so Tower of God, yes. I'm gonna read it. I'm just gonna read it this time. Okay, I'm not gonna try. I will try to memorize it. But anyway, so Tower of God. Do you want to reach the top? Because if you reach the top, anything is yours. At the top of the tower exists everything in the world, and all of it can be yours. The legend says if you manage to climb to the top of the Tower of God, any wish you might have will be fulfilled. This particular series focuses on a person named Rachel who is afraid of the darkness and cannot live in the gloomy world anymore. And despite her friend wish for her to stay, she opens the door to the tower and begins to ascend. Her friend Bam does not want to lose her and decides to follow her. However, those who are not worthy must be killed. What? Okay, so just with that alone, Rachel, Rachel, Rachel. Rachel, Rachel, Rachel. You are a sneaky one, Rachel. You are a sneaky one. So as it says, Rachel, she decides she wants to climb the tower because she wants to see the stars. The stars. Out of everything in the world, she wants to see the stars. So this anime was released in April of 2020. It can be found on Crunchyroll, Funimation. Let me think. I think that was it, if I remember correctly. But it's only one season long, 13 episodes, probably about roughly 22 to 26 minutes per episode. And it's a good one. It is a good one. Like for me, like with watching anime, it's always like the first episode or two, I'm like, But this one it really caught my attention. I would say the first episode. So anyway, it's supposed to be a second season, and it's anticipated potentially to come in May or April of 21, but it's not official yet. So that's the only thing. Like you're gonna want to watch the second season of this. Like you're gonna be like, damn, no, what? Huh? What happened again? I watched all those episodes already. Nah, like you're gonna want to know because there's a lot of action. There's a lot of different plot twists in this. There's a lot of different characters that you're gonna come to love, and a lot of characters you're gonna come to hate. Then gonna have some characters you like, really, bruh? Like you didn't have to. Like you're really doing the most. But anyway, Rachel, she decides to climb the tower, and the whole thing is that her and Bam, they're friends. He considers her to be a friend. So yeah, you know how friendships can go. Bitches always betray you. I know that's just the truth. So she leaves him and climbs the tower. So he's following behind her, just to let you know. And he's like, "Bro, where you going? What you doing, bro? We in this together. Like, where you going?" And she's like, "Nah, don't come with me. I'm going by myself. I got my dreams. Yada yada yada. I'm just gonna do this." So anyway, he is following her, and so next thing you know, she just magically disappears. And then next thing you know, he magically disappears. And so he ends up inside the tower. Now, inside the tower, well, he ends up inside a tower. They end up inside of a tower. Now, the whole thing about the tower is that you have to be worthy. The tower actually calls you to it. It comes in like, bruh, come, got something for you. And the thing about the tower calling you is that you have to kind of be special. Like you have to present certain qualities in order to even be called to the tower. And a lot of the people that are called to the tower, they have like, maybe fighting abilities, maybe magical powers, just all types of different things that deems them as special to climb the tower. Because at the end of the day, when you climb the tower, there's only one person that is technically going to get the wish. So you have to practically fight your way through. That's why they have several tests that they run throughout this anime. And the tests determine your strength. The tests determine if you're worthy enough to go on to the next test. That's the whole point of a test, is to eliminate the weaker people. And so we have several tests that they go through. And I'm going to say, like, the first one is, of course, it's a fighting test. Then the next test is like a companion test. And so this is where bomb, bam, bomb, whatever, whatever, BAM, spell it. This is where he meets some people, Kun, and I'm gonna call him the Gator, and they because the gate. Okay, so bam, bomb. I'm making my mind what I'm gonna call him. I think it's bomb. But anyway, so in order for him to enter the tower, to enter the testing zones for the tower, he has to complete an initial test, and in this initial test, he has to crack a black bull, which is inside of a cage with a creature that is destined to kill you. So while he's doing that, they have what you call princesses of not Jalal. I want to say Jalal so bad. Yeah, I think it was Princess of Jalal. Listen, I'm telling you. Sorry, I had a nap, so you know how that goes. But anyway, the princesses and the princesses themselves, they are chosen and they are all given powers to pretty much. Jalal gives Jalal. See, Okay, you know why? Because I'm mixing Jalal up with another anime character. And it's so funny because it's technically like oh, what's the name of it? What's the name? Fairy Tale. You know, kind of mixing those names up because the names are similar. And then like that portion of the show is kind of is similar as well, with them being in a tower, and just the tower concept is similar. But anyway, they're princesses and they have magic powers, and they also are afforded different swords or weapons to use with their powers. So this particular princess decides she ultimately made the decision to give Bam one of her weapons to use to fight. And so she gives him this, and it's such a powerful weapon. They didn't believe that he'd be able to use it. But the funny thing about the weapon is that when he summoned the weapon, it was like, "Yo, what you need?" And Prince was like, "Huh? So you come out for him, but not for me?" And the sword is a female, and so the sword is like, "Yeah, because he's cute." So yeah, so I only respond to men, number one, and number two, I only respond to cute men. So yeah, I was never going to respond to you. But anyway, so he uses the weapon to actually save himself because he was getting ready to be killed. And when he ends up saving himself, he ends up being transported to a field, which is where the first initial test of the tower is. And during this test, there's so many people there, and in order to survive, you got to kill the other people. And he's not a fighter. He's definitely not a fighter. So anyway, so he's trying to, pretty much survive that. And then that's when he comes into contact with Coon and Gator. And so they're like, Gator is wanting to fight him because Gator practically picks out strong opponents. And he picks out the strong opponents by the weapons that they use. So this particular weapon is apparently strong because of the, let's say, aura that is given off. So now he's like, yeah, I want to fight you, Turtle. He called everybody turtles. I mean, he is hilarious. At first, I was like, I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you. But yeah, he is hilarious. Like he's a character that has grown on me, and he is really funny. He's like one of the he's like a light of the show. So anyway, Coon ends up protecting Bam and whatever the case may be. So they end up passing the first test. Second test, they have to all just, you have to find two people and be touching in order to pass the second test, because now this is going to be a team. So first, now you have to kill people, right? So, and it's so funny because one of the princesses, Anak, she was fighting one of the other opponents, and it is so crazy because you're in the middle of a fight. Now the fight is over, and now you got to find pretty much a team member, two team members. And so it's crazy, like just having, like, let's just say you in the middle of a fight with somebody, right? Now it's like, nah, bro, the fight's over. Now y'all gotta be friends, huh? What? Friends? I was like really, really fighting this person. Like, me and this person really don't get along. Nah, now y'all gotta be friends. Now y'all gotta be teammates. Let's see how this works. So anyway, that was crazy because all they do is like spend 5 minutes to find somebody, touch them, and now we teammates. So like I said, this, and like I said, I'm not giving a lot of details because it's a lot in this. Like, it's a lot. The character friendships and stuff. And so Bam, he's pretty much a person that pretty much sets the tone for the entire series with his demeanor, his behavior. He practically makes enemies become friends. And the whole thing about it is that he is special himself and he doesn't know that. And so that's practically a reason why he's at the tower too, because he doesn't know. He's practically chasing behind Rachel, trying to find her because he wants to assist her with climbing the tower to get to the stars. And then the funny thing is that he was practically, I'm gonna call it, for a dungeon for all intents and purposes, but he was in something of a dungeon, him and Rachel. So he's like, yeah, I want to find Rachel because she wants to see the stars. She wants to climb to the tower to see the stars. Like, she's never seen the stars. And so, when he gets to where he's getting with the other characters and he sees the sky and he tells them, like, yeah, I want to see the stars. And they're like, bruh, yeah. Like, in so many words of telling him that, the bitch is a fraud. Like, anytime at night, like, you could see the stars. Like, that's the sky. And so, Coon, he doesn't want to hurt his feelings. So he's like, well, yeah, bro, this sky is practically made out of magic. Maybe there's another sky at the top. Knowing good and damn well there's no another sky at the top. No another, not near another sky at the top. But he's like, yeah, so yeah, I mean, but Gator's like, oh ha 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 ha, oh ha ha. Practically, you got food, oh ha 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 ha. There's no other sky at the top, blah 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 blah. And so he's confused because he doesn't know what's going on. And so the funny thing is that we get a hint in the beginning of this from the sword that he uses from the princess. And the prince, because he tells the sword, he's like, so I just want to go see Rachel and help Rachel. And so the sword was like, when you see her, she's not going to be the same. And when the princess says that at the end of the day, like that, it's like, okay, like people change, okay, yeah, oh, but she's still gonna be the same. Nah, she was not the same. So he ends up bumping into Rachel during one of the tests, a crown test. And so anyway, with the crown test, you have to sit, with the crown on without getting knocked off or whatever. Your team has to defend you. So anyway, he ends up seeing Rachel there. And so she denies who she is and she sees him but doesn't really want, that type of stuff. So she's like, and so she ends up defending him. And so during the fight. And it's so crazy because, as the story goes on, a lot of plot twists, a lot of different objectives. Like they are there, they are known. Like when they start to reveal, like, you like, what? What? Like the characters were set up from the beginning, from the very beginning for sole purposes of this particular anime and what it needed to achieve in regards to the characters. Like this anime was well put together. Like this thing was well thought out. And the whole thing about it is that it's so funny because, the title of the anime is Tower of God. So you're like, okay, Tower of God, I'm watching this. But at the end of season one, they're like, the people who have made it, they are transported and saying, and in the transportation, it's like, oh, now you can go to the Tower of God. Now, then where the hell was I? Where was I? Huh? This whole time. I'm potentially thinking that I am in the tower. I'm fighting my way to the top. Nah, bro, you ain't even getting the tower yet. That was pre-tower. That was pre-tower tower of God. So that was crazy too at the end. But okay, so bam, he finally sees Rachel, and so like I said, they've been through a series of stuff by now, different tests, and he ends up getting hurt defending her, and so she tells Kun like, nah, bro, just tell him that it's not me, but come on, girl, like really cut it out because she goes under a different name, Michelle Light. So anyway, at the end of the day, Bam finds out that really is Rachel, and so he's trying to reconnect with her, but you can kind of tell that she's not feeling it. But I want to say he knows that, but he's just trying his best to rekindle what they had. So Rachel, she's a grimy person. I mean, when I listen, yeah. Rachel's one of those people who you think, like I said, you think is your friend. They use you so they can use you no more, and then boom, you're done. So yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what she did, but she did some shit. Like yeah, you're gonna get pissed off. But anyway, so like I said, we have other characters in this who have different types of stories or whatever the case may be, different relationships. But like I said, every story comes back to the individual knowing and in some way helping Bam. And so one of the interesting stories is Anak, because in order to be a princess, you have to be chosen, and she wasn't chosen because of the fact that she was born. Yeah, she was born. So her mother was an initial princess, and the conditions of being a princess is that you cannot, have physical intercourse with anybody because of the potential of you becoming pregnant and transferring your powers over. And so these powers are magnificent and they are like handpicked. So the mother ends up doing that, and so the mother ends up getting killed because of her act. And so Anaka is very mad at that. She's like pissed off, and her goal in the tower is to, pretty much kill the princesses and anybody who had anything to do with her mother's death. I mean, you can feel that, that like, yeah, so that's one of the stories in there. And like I said, people are in there for various reasons and they have their own, everybody has a selfish reason. And so one of the characters, she's coming to the conclusion of, you know what? This tower ain't even worth it. Like I came here for a purpose. Like I was ready to kill, do what I had to do to get what I wanted. But after meeting Bam and just going through, the physical and mental changes of the tower, she no longer wanted to do it. And I mean, that's understandable. Like she never thought she was gonna build friendships. So with her story, they showed a little bit of her backstory, and you can see why she practically like sheltered herself off. Like she took a great loss, and I'm gonna say everybody there, to a certain extent, took a great loss. But so yeah, would I recommend this anime? Yes, I would. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna watch it again, honestly. Just because I want to like be like, oh yeah, oh damn, I didn't see that the first time. That type of stuff because this is a pretty good anime. And so, yes, I would recommend it. This anime actually has, from critic reviews, critics, right, a 4.7 out of 5 on Crunchyroll and a 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb, which I really think it should have. I mean, I think it should have had a little bit more. I really do because it was a pretty good. And you know what? I'm gonna go add to the count. I'm gonna go add to the count just to give a little boost or whatever it may be. But yeah, I mean, and then again, any anime is always, a lot of times the main character build up, and in this one, Bam, he actually is so crazy because y- you will think that he is chosen for the tower the way it ended, and the fact that he doesn't even practically remember who he is. So in the next season, I'm hoping to see, more of his character development and actually more of him coming into himself because we've seen the weaker Bam. Now I want to see the stronger Bam. I want to see him come out and I want to see, why, number one, why they're trying to make him remember who he is. And number two, just what he's going to do once he sees Rachel again. Yeah, like I'm telling you, like Rachel did some shit, man. Yeah, yeah. Physically and mentally too, but she physically did some shit. So, and then just the reasoning behind her, yo, just thinking about it, like Rachel is wild. Like she's a liar. And then when her truth comes out, I can just imagine how the rest of them are gonna act because they love Bam. Like I can't even lie about that. They do. And so, okay, so a little bit about Kuhn. Okay, let me think. So he, like I said, is practically one of Bam's closest friends in the tower. He his backstory is that he was practically betrayed as well by a princess, and he brought dishonor to his family. So they really, if they did, I can't remember. That's why I was gonna go back and watch it again because, like I said, I be wilding sometimes when I be watching them. But anyway, yeah. He is one of the interesting characters, and and he like I said, he was betrayed, and so his he don't trust anybody. Like I mean, how can you? After you've been hurt, a major hurt by somebody you actually really cared about, like how can you trust them or trust anybody? So he's skeptical of a lot of people anyway. And he has this bag that look like it does magic. And so only a certain amount of people could pass the test. So he did some stuff or whatever. He carried some people with him. Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to give it all up. You got to watch it because you're gonna be stuck just like me. Kids can watch it. It's TV 14. Of course, like I said, it's fighting. It's blood. No booty out. What? Oh, yeah, that's a difference. There was really no booty out. Anime is good for that. But yeah, I don't remember the booty. Like, yeah, they weren't like overly sexual in this particular anime. Like them other ones, like they be going in. But this one, it wasn't really sexual. So I'm ready to see Coon. I'm ready to see Rachel, that lying whore. Like I want to go to the Tower of God and just choke her, because she did the most. And then like at the end, like oh my gosh, like I can still can't believe she did that. And then she's manipulating her way through. And then, like I said, just the fact that everybody's close with Bond, they're wanting to do for him. And so, in doing for him, you're doing for her too. Like, I just can't wait. I can't wait for somebody to catch on. But I think that if somebody catches on to her, I think she's going to kill him. That's what I think. Yeah. I think she is going to kill him. Um, because it's not going to be who we think is going to be that's going to find out the exact truth first. No, it's going to be somebody else, and then she's going to get rid of him. So, I mean, I could be wrong, though. That's how I feel about it. Because, and I think I would like to see that. Of course, I'd like to see that because that's what I'm predicting. But if y'all can show me something better, something greater, yeah, that's what I want to see. But anyway, yes, I would recommend this. I'm gonna say one of my favorite characters is Bomb. Like, yeah, like you have a soft spot for a good person. He's a good person. So yeah, I like him. I also like Coon too. He you can relate to him, like who hasn't been backstabbed, you know? And so, and who isn't trying to find yourself? Bomb, you trying to find yourself? Coon, you've been backstabbed. Gator, you're just so crazy. You're like, ha 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 ha, like I'm the shit, bitch. You know, that's him. So, yeah, like all the characters, you can find a piece of yourself in them. That's the great thing about this particular anime. Of course, I already said I didn't really care for the imagery, the way the cartoon was drawn, or the colors and stuff like that didn't attract my attention. Like if I just stood by that and decided, you know, like nah, I'm not watching it because of that, then that's would have been why I didn't watch it. But of course, for other reasons, I'm like, okay, I gave it a chance. I mean, which you should. I mean, it was some. I mean, you know, give things a chance. Yeah, I mean, it would have been time wasted out my life. I probably would have wasted it doing something else anyway. But yeah, so I that was about the only thing I really didn't like. Um, like I said, I would recommend it. Would I change anything about it? Yeah, you're damn right I would have. You're damn right. You want to know what I would have changed? I would have whooped Rachel's ass. That's what I would have changed. But anyway, outside of that, probably nothing. Probably nothing. Because I like the character developments. And like I said, I like the different plot twists in there. And honestly, this anime just shows you greed. You know, it shows you a lot of greed of people, you know, wanting power and stuff. So I mean, it's pretty. It's I think it's a spot on anime for this time in our lives. Of you know different things going on in the world. And so yeah, I mean, watch it. Why not? Okay, let me see. The first episode, I think you. The first. I'm trying to think of what episode you might get hooked on. Okay, I say not the first one because the first one, you know, it's kind of like I said, it don't like start out. Oh, this person was born, you know, to stand the other. No, I mean it actually jumps into a certain period in somebody's life, which is all the anime. Now that I think about it, but anyway, I would say definitely the second episode. Like you're gonna like just watch it. You're gonna be like, let me go back and watch that first episode again. I missed something because that's what I had. I'm like, what? I know I was paying attention, but you know, I wasn't like, but anyway, like I said, I would recommend this. So let me think. Anything interesting? The fights were interesting. The weapons were interesting, and then the fact that it has magic in it. Like, who doesn't love magic? So it has a lot of things that will grasp your attention. Will just keep you interested. Like I said, just alone the the plot summaries and the development of the characters alone is enough to keep you interested. Like yeah, like it's some real life shit. It really is. And you should be able to relate. You should be like, yeah. It's an action adventure type of anime. And like I said, there is violence, there is fighting, there is blood, there is death. I mean, you know, so I would be a little bit careful if, you know, letting the kids watch it if, you know, because I mean, I know the reaction of some kids. But anyway, yeah, just, you know, I will let mine watch it. Like I said, you know, just sit there and explain to them something, you know, this, that, and the other. But anyway, I would recommend. I am going to give this anime a four. I know I talk so much shit about the other critics, right? And watch what I'm gonna give it. Hmm. I'm gonna give it a 4.6. I'm gonna give it a 4.6. You know why? Because of that bitch Rachel. Rachel, you're in the same damn bag with that bitch Carol Baskins. Okay, yeah. Both of y'all on my list. But anyway, yeah, Rachel and Carol Baskins. That's 2020 right there. That's enough. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.6. Why? Then I'm gonna say a 4.6 is a pretty good rating for it because, like I said, it is a good anime. But I mean, nothing is gonna be. I mean, something can be perfect, but oh, now I feel like I should give it a higher rating because I'm really nah. I'm gonna stick to what I said. Cause it's a good, it is really good. I mean, Crunchyroll gave it a 4.7. I'm gonna give it 4.6. Yep. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm trying to think of anything else from this anime that might make you watch it. Like I said, just watch it. Like, yeah. We're ready for season two. I'm ready for season two. I wish I could have watched season two now. Then I'd have been bitching because then I was like, damn, what's season three, right? That's how I was gonna go. But anyway, I'm hoping for the release of season two around the time that's anticipated, even though it's not an official release yet, April or May of next year. That would be superb, even though I wish it was out now. But anyway, due to pandemic, we have delays on things. I mean, which is expected. Safety comes first. Safety comes first. But anyway, remember to subscribe, like, share. Thanks for tuning in. Tuesday shall be me and Dave. Which, if you have any suggestions for that one, please let us know. What else? Remember to take care, guys. Take care. Boost your immune system. Oranges. Now, if I say oranges, don't take all the damn oranges out the store because oranges is a great immune system booster. Natural oranges. But anyway, oranges. Drink plenty of fluids. Yeah, just try to take care of yourself, man. Just try. So do the best you can. Remember to wear that mask. Safety, man. Safety. Wash your hands. Sanitize. Do what you gotta do. Let's make it through to next year, even though we'll be back on Tuesday. Hope to see you then. Let's think. Yeah, just remember to subscribe, like, share, and thanks for tuning in. And remember, Tower of God, Crunchyroll Funimation. You will like this anime. It's a good one, guys. It's a good one. Just give it a shot. Like I said, you like, ugh, at first, because that's how I was like, I'm watching this. But yeah, it's gonna be something that you're gonna be like, damn, next episode, all episodes gone. Then you had to start over like I did. Like, I watched it that quick. What happened? So yeah, just watch it. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. And once again, if you have any suggestions for me and Dave for Tuesday, let me know. So yeah, let me know. Why not? And take care.